Okay, my friend. Sorry about that. We are all good. Okay, we're good to go. So, yes. Oh yeah, I have mine as well. No worries. Or you can, yeah, it's fine. Either way. There we go. Oh. I feel that. Okay, awesome. And then you need to make your controls, right? Yeah. Awesome. Okay. So, here is how I usually do the first session. Basically, we can just play a few games, and after we play a few games, we'll go through the stream, like the recording, and I will point out what it is that you're doing right, what it is that you're doing wrong, if you have any like big habits or anything like that. So that's usually good, I think, for the first session, just to like get started. After that, we can start focusing on like, you know, specific, you know, characters, matchups, or if you have any like recordings or anything like that. But like first I want to get a feel for like where you're at, right? But again, to start out, I want to ask, do you know if there's a character that you want to focus on? Again, if it's Mega Man, it's fine. But I want to say though, like, my recommendation in order to get good at this game is to focus on one character. This game is really complex, so I would say, you know, if you devote most of your time to like learning one character, that's already going to be more than enough. So I think so. If you're trying to get better, I think that's my recommendation. Because the thing about it is, like, look, I'll give you my example. Yeah, I'll give you an example with my character, Young Link, right? Young Link has many bad matchups, okay? I do, but that's what I'm getting at, actually. So, I'm a pretty good player. You know, not to like toot my own horn, but like I'm like top 10 in Texas. I just, like, the last two regionals that I went to, there were like 100 people plus. I got top 5. And here's the thing, Young Link has multiple matchups that are bad for him. Like, he has like at least like 10 bad matchups. I'm talking like Shulk, Chrom, Roy, Wolf, Palutena, Zero Zoot Samus, etc. Right? Like, he has bad matchups. Now here's the thing. I have devoted a ridiculous amount of time to playing Young Link. Now, I'm competent with other characters, but I'm way better with Young Link. And here's the thing, yes, I have picked up secondaries to cover my bad matchups. And you know what's ridiculous is, even though I'm a pretty competent player and everything, I still do better with Young Link in the bad matchups than with my secondary. Because the thing about this game, again, it's like, it's really complex, and the more you understand it inside and out with like one character, the better you're gonna do. Honestly, up until you get to like top 100 level, matchups are doable. You can always just play better than your opponent, right? But the problem is, if you don't fully understand all of the nuances, all of the in and outs of your character, you're not going to be able to outplay your opponent. Does that make sense? And the problem is, again, it's like if you're trying to learn more than one character at once, I think it's going to be slower because the game is too complex to really understand everything there is to understand. Like, again, I'm like pretty good. There's still stuff that I'm learning. I'm learning stuff all the time, and I'm like top 10 in Texas. I'm like I'm gonna be like top 150 in the US. You know, so I'm just telling you. My recommendation is to focus on one character, but it's up to you at the end of the day. Yeah. So I'm gonna start out with a character that's like straightforward, Bowser. That way we can see clear strengths and weaknesses in like your gameplay. So again, that's my spiel. Like, look, at the end of the day, this is for you, man. Like, it's whatever you want to do, and this is for your benefit. Yeah. Yeah. All right. All right. And again, I get that, you know, you're probably better with Mega Man right now, but I think it's gonna be faster for you, yeah, to get better with Wolf than with Mega Man. I think we're on random legal stages. All right. Yes, sir. Okay, so the biggest thing in that game, honestly, is your recovery. You were air dodging off stage, which is it's kind of yeah. So you need to be careful, essentially, with like using your panic button off stage, because you're gonna die. Other than that, your early percent combos were good. We're gonna analyze the rest of your neutral. There was some stuff that you kind of dropped that should have been free. But yeah, let's just get into the next game. I mean, a lot of that was just like, yeah, just early edge guards.
3, 2, 1, go!
Okay. Yeah, so your biggest issue right now, I feel like, is you are panicking on your defensive options, and that is making it very easy for me to punish you. Yes, and also it's not even just about the ledge. You are okay. So yeah. So I guess to this point, I guess when you said should you go to the ledge more, like your side Bs, were you intentionally going above the ledge with your side Bs? F tilt, yeah, but I can 2-frame you above the ledge easier than below the ledge. You should be spacing it to grab the ledge. Also, other than that, like other than the recoveries to the ledge, you're doing really early air dodges, directional air dodges in the air. That's very laggy. It's easy to punish. So, also, whenever you're at ledge, you rolled from ledge pretty much every time. So that was very easy to cover. So we can talk about like your options that you have at ledge. But yeah, basically what I want you to focus on this game is I want you to focus on being patient when using a defensive option. Don't use a defensive option too early. Don't use a directional air dodge super early in the air if I'm not near you, because that's how you're gonna get punished. Okay. So let's do this game and then we'll do some review.
3, 2, 1, go!
The roll every time, right? Roll every time. Okay. Let's do some VOD review. Okay, so I'm going to stop streaming.